greatest sporting events in the world. We'll be conducting the draw this morning courtesy of our collaboration with the FA, who've kindly allowed us to use their materials to have the draw being done. We have two very special guests who will be helping us with that. Four-time Derby winning jockey Willie Carson and another Derby winning jockey Martin Dwyer. But we're going to start proceedings off this morning by welcoming the General Manager of Epsom Downs, Jim Allen, to the stage. Jim, I was lucky enough to speak to you on Sunday. I could tell your excitement about your first Derby in charge. The Betfred Derby, as we know, remains very high on people's agenda, particularly in the sport. But what is it that excites you, as someone who grew up in Croydon, to be in charge of it this year?
Excuse me. I grew up going to derbies as a kid. It was the only day I missed a school, and it always was and still is the greatest horse race in the world, in my opinion. It's exciting. The track is a roller coaster. There's nothing like it in the world.
You were talking to me about the challenges of managing a situation like a vast area of Epsom Downs. But what's the most thrilling part of being in charge and being part of all the build-up and the developments for this Saturday, Friday and Saturday?
I think it's a massive, massive team effort from the Jockey Club, from Betfred, from the FA, and seeing it all come together in so many different parts over so many months. This isn't just pulled together in the last few weeks. It can take months and months to put this derby together. Really looking forward to it. The race itself is fantastic. Seeing these trials happen, seeing the horses point towards the derby, and then finally declare. I'm really pleased with the way it's gone so far.
We'll talk to Andrew Cooper in just a moment about the weather, because that's always something that will affect how we look ahead to this year's derby. What about people turning up over the 2 days? What can they look forward to?
Lots of different bars, lots of different entertainment going on. Obviously, 2 days of great racing, a fantastic derby. I think we've got 9 runners in the Oaks, 7 in the Coronation Cup, some top-class horses from all around Europe. We've got a family festival on Derby Day as well. Some new things coming out. We've got a Derby cocktail, a Derby poem that will be read out just before the race, and just trying to elevate the race and make it different and make it stand out from other big races around the world.
It's encouraging to hear. Jim, thank you very much. We'll let you head back to your seat, and we're going to welcome the clerk of the course, Andrew Cooper. A lot of people have mentioned about the weather. I'm going to start with that, Andrew, before we talk about the ground, because the weather forecast, I imagine, has been testing for you as much as it's been messing with our minds and what we want to back and what's going to win the derby.
Yeah, it's been a difficult build-up, Rishi, I'd say. It's been a difficult spring. It's been so dry. I mean, I've never known, this is my 30th derby as clerk, and I've never known such a prolonged dry period from March, April and through into May until sort of almost midweek now, which we'll come on to. So it's been challenging. It hasn't been great for grass. It's meant constant sort of irrigation just to get us where we want to be. Here and now, if we're racing at Epsom this moment, I would have a straightforward call of good on the ground. That follows 3.5 millimetres of rain yesterday afternoon, which was kind of forecast, but it's very localised again. I mean, Sandown saw 1 millimetre and Kempton saw nothing. So we got 3.5 millimetres of rain, with what looks like another spell of rain around this sort of time tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. That then clearing, and that then leading into what you'd have to say, and be honest about it, are potentially quite showery days. And I think Saturday, possibly in particular, has the potential to have some heavy showers. But we will see. I mean, in terms of range of millimetres of rain, it's when you get into that sort of showery situation, it's very difficult to be too precise, but unsettled for sure.
The sort of rainfall that could affect the going description on the day itself to change significantly?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think we all know in this game that you almost in terms of the volume of rain on a race day when you're racing over ground, it really doesn't take a lot to start shifting things quite quickly through the descriptions, and I think you're relying very much on that stage on jockeys' opinions, how it's riding, and they are quite quick, and I'm sure it's what they're feeling, but they're very quick to sort of tell you it's sort of soft in those conditions where you think, crikey, we've only had about 2 millimetres rain. How can it be soft? But that's what they're feeling, and that's what we have to react to and interpret. So yeah, I can't see any scenario where we end up, certainly by Saturday, any quicker than good. And I think there's every indication we are going to be on the slower side to some degree through the 2 days.
So, just to confirm, slower side of good, heading into the weekend, but unsettled forecast. Who knows what we could get by Saturday?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, good at the moment, and I'd say there are elements of it, and particularly I'd say perhaps the home straight, the length of the home straight there, is only just what I would call flat racing good. Okay. It's slightly just on the tight, so it will take rain, but I think we're looking at an easing scenario.
Andrew, you've been able to oversee so many renewals of this great race. What are your thoughts on the quality that's due to line up for this year's race?
Oh, I think it's a brilliant Betfred Derby again this year, isn't it? Numerically very strong. I remember I reduced them. It used to be a 30-runner maximum, the Derby. One of the first things I did, 2 things. I reduced the size of the mile-and-a-half races down to 20, which I think was enough. And I actually shifted the position of the starting stalls at the Derby start, which historically were sort of on the inside of the track, making that sort of shoot across that the lads were describing that much more. They're now in the centre. I just moved the stalls to the centre, which in a sense sort of lessens the route across. But when you get a big field, obviously it still has a concertina effect. So no, it's a brilliant, open, competitive, fascinating race, as it always is.
Beautiful. Andrew Cooper, thank you very much. Okay, the 19 runners for this year's Betfred Derby are on the screen, and it's time to introduce my 2 helpers on stage. First of all, a man who won 1 renewal of the Derby on Sir Percy, 1 renewal of the Oaks on Casual Look, and 1 renewal of the Coronation Cup. He calls it his Epsom Group 1 Triple Crown. He won the Coronation Cup on Pile Driver. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Dwyer. Okay. And helping us make the draw, Martin and I are joined by someone who won the Oaks 4 times and famously won the Derby 4 times. He won it on Troy, Henbit, Nashwan, and a ride that he describes as one of his very best on Erhab back in 1994. Willie Carson.
Hi, old man.
Hello, Willie. And we have a box for Willie to stand on as well. So ensure, here we are, just like the old days, to ensure that he can reach the bottom of the pit. Thank you, Willie. Okay. So just very quickly run you through what we're going to do. Martin Dwyer is going to pick out the balls. By the way, thank you so much to the FA for their collaboration with the Jockey Club and allowing us to use their materials for the draw for this year's Betfred Derby. Martin will pick out the number from his bag, and then once he's chosen that number, I will tell you what that horse is, and Willie Carson will choose that horse's stall number for this year's Betfred Derby. So, away we go, Martin. You are picking first of all. The first horse you are going to draw out is
number 6.
Number 6. That is Lazy Griff, trained by Charlie Johnston. Christophe Soumillon riding in the colours of Midland Park. And Lazy Griff will start from stall position
Number 3.
Number 3. Lazy Griff in stall position number 3 for Charlie Johnston, Christophe Soumillon and Midland Park.
Next horse is number 13.
Number 13. That is the 2,000 guineas winner. Ruling Court for Charlie Appleby, William Buick and Godolphin. Willie.
Better be a good one.
Important one.
Number 7.
Number 7. Stall number 7 has had 3 winners for the Derby. The most recent being Anthony Van Dyke in 2019. Ruling Court trying to do what Nashwan did, of course, win the Guineas in the Derby.
Number 19.
Number 19. This is Tuscan Hills for Raphael Frere, David Egan and Amma Racing. Willie.
6.
Tuscan Hills will go into stall position number 6 for the Betfred Derby. 3 winners have come from that stall. North Light, the most recent, in 2004.
Number 3.
Number 3, Delacroix. for Aidan O'Brien, Smith, Magnia, Tabor.
Oh.
No jockey chosen yet. 1 p.m. today, I believe.
Oh. Number 14.
Delacroix in stall number 14. Delacroix in stall number 14. 4 winners have come from stall number 14. Wings of Eagles for the same outfit back in 2017.
Number 14.
And number 14 is Sea Scout for Simon and Ed Crisford, Harry Davies in the colours of Abdullah Al Mansouri.
Drawn in 18.
18 for Sea Scout.
Oh.
Stall position 18. 1 winner from stall position 18. That was in 1978, Willie. Shirley Heights. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Next, horse number 4.
Horse number 4, that is Green Storm, one of 2 runners in the race for Ahmed Al Sheikh. This horse trained by Charlie Johnston, ridden by Billy Loughnane.
Drawn in 8.
Stall position number 8 for Green Storm. 3 winners have come from stall number 8, the last of which, 2015, Golden Horn.
Horse number 10.
Horse number 10 is Nightwalker, one of 2 in the race for the Juddmonte team. John and Thady Gosden, Tom Marquand booked to ride Nightwalker.
And he'll come out of stall 5.
Stall number 5. 6 winners have come from that stall position. Camelot, the last in 2012.
Horse number 12.
Horse number 12 is Rogue Impact for James Owen, Luke Morris and the Rogues Gallery.
Interesting.
Bless you here.
A little bit interesting.
Oh. Sorry.
Stall position number 1.
1.
It's not too bad, Willie. City of Troy came from there last year, and 5 winners have come from stall position number 1.
Horse number 5.
Horse number 5, Lambourne, another for Aidan O'Brien. This one in the colours of Magnia, Tabor and Smith.
The Lucky 10.
Lambourne goes in stall position number 10, the most successful stall of all. 11 winners, and the last of which was Auguste Rodin in 2023.
Number 11.
Number 11, Pride of Arras, the Dante winner for Rafe Beckett, Ross Orion and Mrs. David Ackroyd.
$16.
Pride of Arras goes into stall 16. There has never been a Derby winner from stall 16.
Oh dear.
Not yet, anyway.
Horse number 1.
Horse number 1 is Al Wassel Storm, the second runner in the race for Ahmed Al Sheikh. David Probert riding for trainer Owen Burrows.
Lucky for some. 13.
Lucky for some, you say. 13. Lucky for 2. Kayazi was the last winner for this race of the Betfred Derby back in 1988 from stall position number 13.
Number 15.
Number 15, Stanhope Gardens for Rafe Beckett, Hector Crouch, Markstown Limited and New Chelsea.
Will come out of number 2.
Stall number 2 for Stanhope Gardens. Another stall where there's not been a winner from since starting stalls were used in the Derby since 1967.
Number 8.
Number 8, this is New Ground, one of 2 runners supplemented from France, Henri Devin, Alexis Pouchin, and the colours of Juddmonte.
Will come out of stall 17.
Stall 17 for New Ground. 2 winners have come from stall 17, the last of which was 1976 Emperor for Nelson Bunker Hunt.
Number 7.
Number 7. This is Midak, the second of the supplemented runners from France, Francis Henri Graffard, Michael Barcelona. Of course, this horse running in the colours of Aga Khan studs. This year's Betfred Derby run in honour of the late Aga Khan.
Will come out of number 4.
Stall number 4 for Midak. The last winner to come out of stall number 4 was the mighty See the Stars in 2009. 4 winners have come from that position.
Number 17.
Number 17. This is The Lion in Winter for Aidan O'Brien, Tabor Smith and Magnia.
Let's hope he settles. Coming out of 19.
The Lion in Winter will be coming out of stall number 19. Only one winner has come from stall number 19 since starting stalls were first used in 1967, and that was Royal Palace in 1967.
Ridden by George Moore.
Thank you.
Number 18.
Number 18 is Tornado Alert. Said Bin Saror, Asheen Murphy and Godolphin. Said Bin Saror trained Lamtara in 1995.
Will come out of stall 11.
Stall 11. 0 winners of the Derby from stall 11 since starting stalls were used.
Next one's number 9.
Number 9, Nighttime Dancer for Richard Han and Jamie Spencer, stall Pearl in AB.
Will come out of number 9.
Number 9 for Nighttime Dancer. 5 winners have come from stall number 9. Harzan, the last of those, in 2016. I hope there are a couple of balls left in there.
Number 16.
Number 16, Tennessee Stud for Joseph O'Brien, ridden by Dylan Brown McMonagle for Westerberg, Tabor, Magnia and Smith, will be coming out of
stall number 12.
Stall number 12. 3 winners have come from stall number 12. Desert Crown did it most recently in 2022. So 1 to go.
Lucky last, number 2.
Damasus, John and Thady Golson, James Doyle and Wathnan Racing.
Can you reach, Willie?
Oh, I have got it. Stall 15.
Stall 15 for Damasus. And stall 15 has produced 2 winners of the Derby. Sindar most recently back in 2000. So there we have it. The draw for this year's Betfred Derby. In stall number 1, Rogue Impact. 2, Stanhope Gardens. 3, Lazy Griff. 4, Midak. 5, Nightwalker. 6, Tuscan Hills. Ruling Court, the Guineas winner in 7. Green Storm in 8. Nighttime Dancer in 9. Lambourne in 10. Tornado Alert in 11. Tennessee Stud in 12. Al Wassel Storm in 13. Delacroix 14. Damasus 15. Pride of Arras, the Dante winner in 16. New Ground in 17. Sea Scout in 18. And the Lion in Winter is stuck on the outside in 19. First impressions of what you've seen. Any significant moves there? Worried about the Lion in Winter?
Possibly Ryan's choice. Maybe drawing on the outside. Will he be able to settle? Because we saw him in the Dante where he was pulling far too hard at the start of the race.
Yeah.
I would say that...
Ryan's going to ride Delacroix?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree with that?
I think I'd have to agree with that. I think it makes life difficult for the Lion in Winter. I think William, Buick and Charlie will be delighted with stall 7 for Ruling Court.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Obviously, you imagine Lambourne is in the most favoured stall of all. That will perhaps come into consideration.
We might be making a run in, mightn't he?
I don't know. You tell me. We'll find out on Saturday, the Betfred Derby. But thank you very much to Martin Dwyer and to Willie Carson for helping me with the draw.
Well done, mate.
Did a good job.
We didn't mess it up.
Now, we do have some connections with us in here, and I wonder if it would be possible to ask Ahmed Al-Sheikh and Tony Elliott to come to the stage. I hope you're not too shy. I hope you wouldn't mind coming down to the stage to have a little word with me about your horses. Let's get them down. Ahmed Al-Sheikh has got 2 horses in the race, Al Wassel Storm. And, of course, he's also got Green Storm. Tony Eller's got Rogue Impact. It's a first Derby runner for the Rogues. They had their first Oaks runner 3 years ago. Rogue Millennium ran okay in the Oaks. She finished 7th. Tony, come over here. Ahmed, welcome. And we'll hear from Matt about the result of what the market has done. Tony, I'll start with you. Welcome. Stall number 1. What was the reaction when Willie Carson pulled out stall number 1?
Well, I see them both look at you and start laughing, but I'm not sure, to be honest. 5 winners from there in the past, so listen, we're there for the day. We're going there with a little bit of hope, but we're going to enjoy the day. We've got over 100 members going, and we're just going to go there and have a fantastic day. Like you say, Millennium run there 2 years ago. We had the best day of ever, and this year we're going to top it. So He's a lovely, lovely horse. He's not had his ground yet. We're hoping for a bit more rain. And don't, 250 to 1, don't write him off. Seriously. At home, he worked this morning. Good story from Peter Chapelheim.
Who used to train him?
He was at Pete's to start with, and we've moved him to James Owen. Pete's been advising James Owen, and they both took it very, very well. We get a lot of support from our trainers, our owners. We've had the best couple of weeks I've ever had in racing. It's been phenomenal. We've won in 4 different countries, if you like, in the last month. It's just, we're growing and growing and growing. I'm very, very proud to be in the Derby.
And we're proud to have you. Tony, best of luck on Saturday in the Betfred Derby. It's been a great run, I know, for the Rogues recently. Ahmed Al-Sheikh, this is the first experience for Tony to have a runner with the Rogues in the Derby. You're an old hand at this. You've done it before. You've come close a couple of times.
Yeah, I come close like 3 times, 2 seconds, 1 fourth. Maybe Saturday more close.
Which one would it be? Would it be Al Wasl Storm or Green Storm?
No, I think Al Wasl Storm. Yeah, Green Storm, if he make the distance, he will be somewhere there. But I am sure Al Wasl Storm, he make the distance, he need further. He handled Epsom very well. The jockey and the trainer, they are very happy about his work.
And interestingly enough, a lot of people have made quite a big deal about the fact of Al Wasl Storm's pedigree by affinity. And people are saying he's bred for the jumps. Did you always believe that you had a horse good enough to compete at this level on the flat?
I don't know why they say the horse jump, because all the horses come from flat. Yeah, they start in a flat, then they move to jump of some of them. Maybe Willie Carson or Martin, they know more than me, these things. And he's by See the Star. And, you know, then See the Star is one of the best horses. I don't need to go to jump. I read the pedigree always, and I see his pedigree is not jumping pedigree. That's why I choose him full, and I wait 2 years for this day.
Just heard Tony talking about having his first runner, or part of the team having their first runner at Epsom. What is it like? What is that experience like? Why is this race so important to you? Why do you want to win it so much?
You know, this is the best of the best races in the world. Everybody dream to be in the Derby, in the big race. I like always the 1.5 mile distance, that's why.
That's beautifully said. Ahmed Al-Sheikh, Tony Elliott, thank you very much, and best of luck in the Betfred Derby on Saturday. Matt, if I'll ask you to come back to the stage. So we started proceedings earlier today. We were talking to Matt a few moments before we started the show on Racing TV, and before we conducted the draw, talking about the market. Delacroix at the top of the market. I'm going to give you the mic because you seem to know what you're doing with it. Tell me the draw, what effect has that had on the market for this year's Betfred Derby?
Yeah, we thought it was such a big field, Rishi, that it would have a bit of an impact, and we are 3 to 1 the field, but we've now got joint favourites, so that's 3 to 1 Delacroix, and also clipped in Ruling Court from 7 to 3 to 1. We've just eased the line in Winter as well, 11 to 2, stuck on a wing, not sure how it's actually been when Willie said, will he settle? So that's a bit of a question mark, but yeah, 3 to 1 joint favourites now, Delacroix and Ruling Court. Tennessee stood from 12, 50s into 33s as well.
OK, wow. All right, thank you. And do you have a sense of who Ryan Moore will ride? Definitely Delacroix?
I think no, he's in 14, yeah. I think it will be Delacroix, so yeah, a favourable draw. But no, I think it was always going to be Delacroix looking at the market the last few days.
All right, well, thank you very much, Matt. I'll take that back from you. Thank you very much to Matt Humes and to Betfred. Thank you to Martin, Dwyer, Willie, Carson. Thank you all for coming this morning to the Betfred Derby draw. There will be refreshments downstairs for everyone, of course. Please enjoy that. For the Racing TV viewers, subscribers, members watching, thank you as well for joining us. Hopefully your horse has got a decent draw, the one that you're supporting or the one that you're involved with for the Derby. If not, history is there to change. History is there to be made, depending on what side of the draw you are on. But that concludes the draw for this year's Betfred Derby. We wish everyone a successful couple of days on the Downs at Epsom, and look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah, a little way away yet. 3:30 on Saturday, the 72-hour stage earlier, as the declarations coming through for the Betfred Derby in honour of His Highness the Aga Khan. That was the draw conducted by Rishi Persad, and of course the draw itself, Martin Dwyer and Willie Carson. Let's confirm it for you. Just coming in, Rogue Impact, big price. But draw 1, no longer the graveyard that it perhaps once was. City of Troy out of 1. Adayar in 2021, also out of 1. Stanhope Gardens there to change that out of 2. Lazy Griff 3. Midak 4, one of the supplemented horses from France, and would be an extremely poignant winner were he to win, given the race title this year. Nightwalker, also supplemented from France, comes out of 5. Tuscan Hills out of 6. Ruling Court, who bids to do the classic double and be the 4th horse since 1989 to do that, comes out of 7. Greenstorm out of 8. Nighttime Dancer out of 9. Lambourne out of 10. That is no bad draw whatsoever. Based on history, most recently, the likes of August Rodin and Massar both coming out of that, but it's been a very fruitful one down the years. Tornado Alert out of 11. Tennessee Stud is out of 12. Our Wassel Storm out of 13. Delacroix out of 14. Wings of Eagles, most recently, coming from that very draw, won a 40-1 shot for the yard back in 2017. Damasus out of 15. Pride of Arras, 16. For the Dante winner, Newground 17, Sea Scouts 18, and 19, the line in winter. It's not that often we get as big as 19, but that is your field for the Betfred Derby of 2025. Right, we'll be back in a couple of hours. Nottingham on the show this afternoon before the Curragh and Warwick, but for a special morning show, 72 hours out from the Derby, that was the Derby draw for the Betfred Derby of 2025.